Hi, this evening. I just wanted to talk to you a bit about the money jar rules. So, I don't know if you've heard of this before, but one of the things, I'm not sure his exact quote, but it goes something like this. Robert Kiyosaki says, if you want to accumulate wealth, it's not what you make, it's actually about what you can keep. Loads of people who win the lottery and stuff in no time end up being broke, and loads of even celebrities who make millions end up going bankrupt and being broke. And the reason for that is it's their habits with money, and bad habits with money, spending more money than they earn, spending more money than they accumulate. That actually leaves them in that position, and it doesn't matter how much money you get if you have these same spending habits, you will always end up broke. So these money jar rules are great if you actually want to accumulate wealth, okay? Because it's not what you make, it's about what you can actually keep. The first thing you need to do is you need to allocate a percentage of your money, okay? So whenever you get paid, you want to allocate a percentage for different things and not actually spend all of it if you want to actually accumulate wealth. Okay, so number one, you want to spend 55% of your money on necessities. Okay, now when I say necessities, I mean, maybe pay your rent, your mortgage, your utility bills, full bit bills, etc. Things like that. Okay, the things that you have to pay generally just to live. Okay, so you want to spend 55% of your money on that. Number two, you want to spend 10% of your money on long term savings. Now, this is basically a rainy day fund. And the rainy day fund, it'll pay for expensive things that you need from time to time. If the cooker breaks down, or you need a new washing machine, or maybe there's some roof repairs needed, or your car needs some big repairs or something. This 10% long-term savings account, which will be the thing which will give you the finance when these things come up, so you won't be left in a financial headache position. Okay, so it's very important to to basically keep this 10%, and obviously you spend the 10% when you need it, okay, on a rainy day. You wouldn't spend it every month, but you would spend it from time to time, when you need something expensive, okay. The next one is you spend this monthly, okay. This one you want to spend monthly, and it's the play fund. Okay, now the play fund, you actually use this money for the likes of leisure. So it could be leisure things you do, in sports, movies, entertainment. Just spend this money monthly, treat yourself, and make your life worth living. Do the things you want to do. Go out to a restaurant, have a cappuccino. Make sure you spend all this money monthly. Okay. And the thing about actually spending some of your money like this is that you'll see the benefits of your money, that you'll see the benefits of making your money, and it'll make your life more enjoyable. Because if you don't do this, and you don't do anything, and you don't treat yourself, and you don't give yourself a life, you'll wonder why you want to make more money, right? Because if you're not doing anything, getting any pleasure out of it, you won't be motivated to make more money. Whereas when you can spend 10% of your money and have a ball, next month you'll want to make more money so that you can do more, have more fun, okay? So that's what's really behind that. Uh, Number four, you want to spend 10% of your money on education, okay? Could be on education, books, courses, mentorings, and trainings, etc. Okay, because the thing is, if you're not growing, you're dying, okay? If you're not putting more information into your brain is, you're going to get Alzheimer's. So you want to keep on, growing yourself. You want to keep on educating yourself and moving yourself forward. Um, this money will, this 10% of your money will be what will do that for you or help you to do it. Number five, you want to spend 10% of your money on your financial freedom account. Okay, now your financial freedom account is basically money that you can use to buy investments that can actually build you up a passive or a residual income streams, so your money can work for you instead of working for money all the time. So if you're saving this 10% for a long time, you can maybe have a deposit to buy a property, and then you could put someone in it and they could pay you rent every month and make your profit. Or you could, like today, for the first time, I actually went and just because of the illusion of it, not understanding how to do it, I actually went up and signed up and bought joined this cryptocurrency site where you could trade, buy, and trade cryptocurrency. Okay, so I just um, went and traded a wee bit of cryptocurrency just to find out how to do it because I've never done it before. So you might want to put 10% of your money into gold, or 10% of your money into cryptocurrency this month, or 10% of your money into something else, so that when gold goes up, you make some money, or when cryptocurrency goes up, you make some money. Of course, gold and cryptocurrency and all those things can go up as well as can go down, but it's also controlled by when you sell. So obviously, you only lose money when you sell. Okay, so if cryptocurrency goes down next month and you sell, you're going to lose money. But if you maybe hold it for 6 months, it might go up again, it might double, it might triple, it might quadruple. So if you hold the money and then sell it later, or even get your money back out, another strategy is to get your money back out. If you put money into something and you can then wait for a period of time, wait for 6 months or a year, whatever, double your money, and then lift the money you originally had in, take it out, and then take that money and invest in something else. You now have your money working for you, okay, instead of you working for money, because you took the money back out. So that's another little strategy there that you can use. So number six, another thing is to give 10% of your money, okay, for a good cause you believe in. It's nice for a lot of people, and it's nice the benefits and the feelings you can see, the things it can do for other people when you can help them if they're stuck. And say give 10% of your money to a good cause you believe in. For me personally, this could be like a homeless person, or it could be money to help someone in a difficult situation, or it could be even to give to your kids, your friends, or your relatives who actually need it. Okay, now there's loads and loads of private corporations and different funds and stuff that and charities and stuff that ask for money. The thing is, I found a lot of these different charities and stuff are having executives that they pay themselves really high salaries and stuff, and in some cases only a very small portion of the money that's actually allocated to these big charities end up going to the people, end up going to the people who are supposed to benefit from the charity. So for that reason, personally, unless I run the charity, I know that they're getting the money themselves. A lot of big charities, I don't generally, I wouldn't generally pay my money to. I would prefer to go up to someone who, hasn't eaten or is homeless, and it'd be better to just go and buy them a meal, or pay for a hotel room for a night for them, or do something for them, or find them a job, or teach them how to make money, or teach them like teach somebody how to fish. A thing I would teach a lot of people is how to make money online. So instead of me giving them money, I could teach them how to make their own money. Okay, and that's also beneficial because it's a lifelong skill and something they can do long term. Okay, so those are some tips and called the money jar rules. And basically, but the reason it's called the money jar rules is because you make your money jars, so you have your, you have your 55% money jar, right? So you have your first money jar, your second money jar, your third money jar, your fourth money jar, your fifth money jar, and your sixth money jar. And what you do is you put 10% of your money in each of those jars, okay? Now, what you could do in this day and age, which probably works quite well as well, you could just have 6 different accounts, right? You could have 6 different bank accounts, and you could automatically, when your money comes in, you could have that money. You could have 55% of it goes to, one account, you could have 10% goes to the other account, and you could have it going totally, on autopilot by direct debit to all the right accounts, and then it's just a matter of you remembering which account to buy which things with, okay? Which will also stop you from spending it, because if you have all the money in one account, you might go shopping one day and spend all the money in shopping, okay? But if you've only 55% of your money in the account, you won't be able to spend all the money in shopping, because you've put the money aside for your education, you put the money aside for your financial freedom, so that you can build a residual income. You've put your money aside for all the other things as well. So that's it from my video for today. I hope you found this useful. Just to let you know, this was I learned this courtesy of T. Harv Eker. Okay, so it's taught by him. Okay, and like I said, you can just swap over the money jar, and just swap over the money jar and have it as a basically a bank instead. So that's it for me. Thanks very much, and I'll see you again in the next video.